Welcome to Premath. In this video tutorial, we are going to simplify this given rational expression. To make things simple, let's put a bracket on the top part over here. All right. And we are going to put a bracket on the bottom part over here as well. So the top part is going to be our numerator and our bottom part is going to be our denominator. So our next step is to make sure that we remove these fractions. So in order to remove these fractions, let's focus on the top part over here. We can see that our denominators over here is x squared and x. So our least common denominator, or sometimes we call it least common multiple of this top part, turns out to be x squared. And now let's focus on the bottom part, and as you can see that our denominators are x squared and x. So the least common denominator, or sometime once again we call it least common multiple, turns out to be x squared for this bottom part. And now as we can see that the least common denominators for both top and bottom parts are same, which are x squared. So that means I am going to multiply this top and bottom by x squared. I'm going to multiply x squared with the top part and x squared with the bottom part as well. And next thing what we are going to do is I am going to distribute this x squared across the board. Okay, if I multiply this one, let's see what is going to happen. So when you multiply this one, x squared times 1 is going to give us x squared, and then x squared times this part is going to give us negative 2x, and finally when we multiply with this one, that is going to give us negative 15 on the top. See, we no longer have a fraction now. We are going to do the same thing for this bottom part. X squared is going to get multiply across the board. We are going to distribute it, and that is going to give us 3x squared minus 14x and minus 5. Once again, we no longer have a fraction in the bottom part as well. Now let's look at this numerator, x squared minus 2x minus 15. I have just copied it down over here, and since this is a quadratic expression, we can easily factor out. Let's go ahead and do that one. That is going to give us x and plus 3 and x minus 5, isn't it? If you multiply that thing, if you distribute, we're gonna get the same thing. So I can write this top part as x plus 3 times x minus 5 on the top. And now let's focus on the denominator part, 3x squared minus 14x minus 5. I have just copied it down over here, and this is a quadratic expression as well, so we can factor that one out as well. The only thing that is you have to be careful, we see that the leading coefficient is 3. This is not 1, so we have to be a little bit careful. And now I'm going to show you a new technique. It is called no fuss factoring method, and that's the way I am going to show you how to factor this expression. So the very first thing we are going to do is let's go ahead and multiply these end numbers. 3 times negative 5, and that is going to give us negative 15 on the top of this x factor. And let's focus on the middle part, the coefficient of x, which is negative 14, that is going to show up at the bottom of this x factor. Now the next thing what we are going to do is let's go ahead and find the factors of negative 15. So the possible factors are going to be 1 and 15, and the only thing is we have to fix the signs. So it's going to be a positive 1 and negative 15. And as we can see that if we add these numbers, positive 1 and negative 15, we are going to get negative 14. And if we multiply these one, we are going to get negative 15. And here is our next step. Let's focus on this 3x part. Don't worry about this exponent, only 3x. We are going to put two parentheses, and I'm going to put 3x over here and 3x over here. And now we also found out that our factors are positive 1 and negative 15. So positive 1 is going to come in the first parentheses and negative 15 is going to come in the second parentheses. The last thing that we are going to do is, let's look at the first parentheses. We have nothing in common, but as we can see in the second parentheses, they have 3 in common. So that means we are going to divide by 3. Always make sure you divide them by whatever is in common. So we ended up with first 3x plus 1 times, when we divide by 3, that's going to become 1x minus 5. And we can see in the second parentheses, we no longer have anything in common. So these are the factors of this given rational expression. And this method is called no-fuss factoring. So in the denominator, we just figured out the factors. We are just going to put down those one, 3x plus 1, and the other one is x minus 5. And once again, if you have further questions about no-fuss factoring, you can check out more videos in Premath channel. And now finally, as we can see that x minus 5 and x minus 5, they cancel each other out. So we ended up with x plus 3 on the top divided by 3x plus 1. And here is our simplified answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.